as a will be a blessed homeland for us. The first, Vice President us to get into the award and awards for individual method on right hand. So let's welcome.
The first edition, because of COVID, were not conference. Subsequently, the nomination criteria was published and nominations were opened. We actually published widely.
US acts, they were instrumental in this passage. 2, holding meetings with key holders in the water sector on transparency and integrity in the water sector and a new GII project called Transparency and Integrity in Self-Delivery in Africa. 3, they've been organizing ethics workshops titled Zero Tolerance Against Corruption Campaign, the role of religious bodies in Ghana for religious groups throughout the country. As you know, International Anti-Corruption Day marks the adoption in 2003 of the United Nations Convention Against Corruption. Almost all African countries have ratified this convention. By so doing, they have obligated themselves to adopt and implement policies that prevent and penalize corruption. Distinguished guests, the full ambit of corruption is not only known to the people. It is stated that there is no and all accepted definition of corruption. This makes it difficult to convey the meaning of corruption from one entity to the other. The United Nations Convention on Corruption describes corruption as an insidious plague that has a wide range of corrosive effects on societies. Corruption, as we all know, is not a new phenomenon. It is as old as mankind. It is believed that Adam and Eve were bribed by the snake into disobeying the Lord. In that circumstance, individuals got the gain, the apple, while the effect of the damage was on the whole of humanity, including you and I. So that's the effect of corruption. It's evident that corruption constrains development. It empties of scarce resources that could improve infrastructure, strengthen educational system, and fortify public health. It stacks the deck so high against entrepreneurs that they cannot get their job creating ideas off the ground. This does not only erode trust in the public institutions and political processes, it undermines healthy competition in the market sector, negatively affects already tight public budgets, and helps organized crime groups do their dirty work due to the poisoning of the security agencies. The media has so far exhibited bravery in uncovering and reporting on some of the most blatant abuses of the system. And there has been a growing recognition among people and politicians that this is a critical issue. The use of communication technology and social media network currently, as you all know, is also helping in pumping dose of transparency on both sides of the equation. This is progressively neutralizing the equation and having one that draws back lack of transparency close to zero. Distinguished guests, corruption. And none of us should be under any illusion as to the Herculean task that lies ahead of us. Everyone has a responsibility not to stand by, but to stand up to corrupt activities. Be a citizen and not a spectator. Everybody should reject and despise unequivocally and firmly any corrupt practice. And when someone is aware of such practices the best course of action will be to report them to the competent authorities. There's no need for collective tears and complaints and moralism, but rather for concrete acts and action. Integrity is not exhibited while others are there. Integrity is exhibited where those involved are not there. What do you do in your closet? That's how we measure integrity. Integrity is not measured when at your workplace your supervisors are around. It's not measured when on the road you see police officers, so you will not do anything untoward. It is measured when nobody is there and you are doing the right thing.
Institutions is a step in the right direction. On the long-standing process of building a database of all citizens and non-citizens residing in Ghana appears to have paid off. This process has given the country a central register that has successfully harmonized an integrated database of various state and non-state entities, including the GRA, Social Security and National Insurance Trust, SNIT, the National Health Insurance Authority, and the banking sector to ensure an effective and efficient